morning or evening. I'm your host, Solace Capricornus Andromeda. Welcome in. I do not know what happened. I hit start streaming, nothing happened, and then it said it ended. And then it shut it down. So that's cool. That's cool. Love that. Anyway, welcome in. It's a pleasure to see you. Yeah. Oh no. Krita, my drawing platform of choice is not open. Whatever shall I do? Oh, it's all erasers. Shit. Anyway, some stuff has happened. Anybody sees Endless Zone 0? Because Starlight, it's time to shine. News Endless thing. Yeah, I got halfway through the story. Just about. 10 minutes for the stream. Yeah. I am a fan of the character. Again, I don't know who they had to lay off. I'm sad they laid off the design department based on what we're looking at for season 3. However, whoever they laid off to get the story, to get this current story as good as it is. Which also, I'd just like to say, I don't know if there was actually credible information in the game up to this point about Starlight Knight Billy Kid and about like his origin story. But if there wasn't anything in the game, I clocked that shit like half a year ago. That he was the most dangerous man in the Outer Ring. I clocked that shit forever. New characters will be gonna make the Genshin Impact. Yeah, and they even redesigned old character. They even redesigned Sunbringer to look worse. Because she originally had like a bulkier like coat with big like frill things on it. Like a weird bulky fur coat thing. And then they just gave her a Genshin top. It's like, well, this is unfortunate. Well, Genshin's got more used to have more elaborate outfits too, and then they do the same thing where it's like everyone gets the same outfit. And I feel like we got a premonition of this issue with how they redesigned Yidari and Lucia. They redesigned them to have way worse outfits. And it's the same sort of outfits that all the new characters have. Which, by the way, no robots, no Thyrans. No men, no robots, no Thyrans. All tiny British girls who will not be British. There's a horse Thyran. Okay, not full Thyrans. Like, there's not, like, interesting Thyrans. It's just, like, cat ears on head Thyrans. Oh no, is this gonna tank my stream though? The fact that it had to be reset? Oh, that would suck. I heard the way to escape content baby jail is to just make sure you have a thing go up every day. But if your two thing go up every day, then it makes the second thing way worse than the first thing. Do you think now we're stuck in ultra content baby jail? God, it's stupid. I love Lucia so much. I just wish her design was a little bit more interesting. If she had pants, I'd completely 100% forgive Lucia. Summon new viewers. I would like to summon some new viewers. I summon new viewers. Although the method does seem to prove somewhat valuable, because look how many new subscribbles we got. The first ones in 4 months. After an eternity of super baby jail, we're now only stuck in regular sized baby jail. You posted a short, yeah. He didn't say it had to be a big thing every day. The woman with 10 views and 2,000 subscribers said post one every day. And I could be 10 views and 0 subscribers. What did I say? And I can be the thing I just said. Actually, I'm going to keep that one open just because I'm still workshopping that. Anyway, so we're just about done with this, I would say. And also, I wanted to do something. So we all know, as we the two people who watch Solace Capricornus, if we the two people who would watch Solace Capricornus didn't knew with the, as we know, VGen is sponsored by Fur Affinity, and of course it is tailored around feet. I'm not doing that. We're doing a giant hand. I think we should try this and see if we can usurp the competition with something that they clearly don't want. Hold on, let me look up Seath theme. Let me get a Seath theme going. I don't remember it, honestly. The scandalous. Oh. Oh. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Are you sure without the xylophone it'd be good? Ugh. Hmm. Just... Uh-huh. Why does it do this now? What is this? It's way too, like, the kindergarten who played this did a great job. Oh my god. Alright, here's the Nito, though. Iron Golem. What's the most replayed part? Okay, we're listening to all this. What about Dark Souls 3, though? Check this one out. God, this one isn't fucking amazing. Get out your Warhammer palettes. Get ready, chat. Get ready. Get ready. All the themes sound exactly the same. That sissy. Yeah. Hold on, wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, it's clickbaiting me. Almost, it's rage baiting me. Almost there. Whose theme is this? This is the soul of Cinder. The final battle in your Dark Souls journey. Oh, get ready. It's so good. Because Pling Pling Plong is the... In a game full of Seath the Scalelesses, Pling Pling Plong is a generational soundtrack. It's a generational OST. not playing anything from the Skylanders OST. Especially because a lot of the Skylanders OST isn't even, it's all copyright free. A lot of it, there was quite a bit of it that was like copyright free tracks. Like it wasn't even composed for the game. Sorry, I just really like the this. I just really think this. I think the Soul of Cinder is such a good. Never know. Oh, hi Dread by Dread. Hey, like and subscribe. Imagine it's only a stock music. Ugh. Yeah, what is it? So, yeah, but just the Solar Cinder, everything about the Solar Cinder makes me wish I would have finished 3. Goddamn, just to do a refight with your characters as the villain. I know something. It always hits me a certain way when a sequel brings back the player. Like a sequel like this where you make your characters all the way through and like you are sort of like the behest, like an RPG. It brings back the character as like revered as you think in your head as you're playing the game. I guess I'm just a sucker for callbacks, because I'm just a sucker for callbacks in general. But who doesn't like a good callback? I'm still waiting for Arcanite Enfield to let the Doctor in. Venom House is Skylanders. To be fair, you can always grow out of it because I started with aping the anatomy for Beastars of all things. Beastars where every character looks like a bug. Which I only recently learned they cut another one of my favorite scenes from the anime. Because I'm not paying for Netflix to watch that, but they cut another one of my favorite scenes. They cut oh my, there's a scene where Legoshi and Haru are just hanging out in his apartment. I think it's the first time Haru sees his apartment. But Legoshi being a romantic written by someone who's never seen romance before, who doesn't know what that is, so lovingly points out the black mold on his ceiling and says it makes him hallucinate her. It's a quintessential romantic gesture. Legoshi gets black mold poisoning arc. Got cut. I left on the chopping room floor. This is my most popular Tumblr post on Blue Sky. I got 3 likes and 105 on Tumblr. What the flip? Yeah, because Blue Sky works like a pizza shit. But apparently, I don't know, because you see Blue Sky post with a shit ton of likes and stuff. It's just always like, you never know what it is. Like, right here, I open it up. Uni's just posted a picture of Uni, and then Uni the shape of a chicken Uni, and it's 1.8k likes. For sure, when this 3 likes to the bot, all likes are bots on Blue Sky. All the likes we're gonna get are bots. The only likes that are real are the likes that I give to Unico. Or Fire Emblem Heroes if I'm feeling really generous. Blue Sky is a dumb platform. I don't know who gaslit me into thinking it was going to take off. We get in on the ground floor. Which I guess in fairness, I had more followers there than I ever did on X, the Everything app. Which is not to say much. Because it's where Solace, Capricornus, Andromeda, the world's most mediocre of the mediocre. What do you mean Starbucks beats Supercoin? Yeah, they're making a new Star Fox game. And when I say making, I mean it's a remake of Star Fox Zero, which is a remake of Star Fox 64 3D, which is a remake of Star Fox 64, which is a remake of Star Fox on the Super Nintendo. They've literally made 3 different Star Fox games because all of them are remakes of the same fucking game. Which, by the way, they did the release of Air Riders and Mario Kart World. However, they have publicly stated that they'll never do another F-Zero game until they get a really good idea. Where the fuck's the good idea for Star Fox? Is it in the room with us? You cannot say your good idea for Star Fox is just to release Star Fox 64 again. The troopers are a great idea. Okay, yeah, but you need to have a Nintendo Online game chat to use them. They're trying to justify adding a big fucking eyesore to my controller. No one uses game chat, exactly. It's the stupidest addition to an already unnecessary... Well, I'm not gonna say unnecessary console, because the processing stuff is necessary. It's just, it didn't need to be a fucking Switch 2. It could just be Switch more. Okay, but Nintendo's the only platform, the only console that doesn't support Discord, though. Because you can use Discord in the console for Xbox and PlayStation. You can access Discord via the console, which is honestly the best change they've ever made to the Xbox. Is letting you use Discord in the Xbox. PlayStation already is the better of the two, so it didn't need it as much, but you know. Which isn't saying much too, because now there's 30-day fucking limits on your digital games. It's just that Xbox is really bad. You can afford a Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Online. You can pay for a cheap computer. What if you really wanted to play Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, and nothing else? And a nice upgrade to Animal Crossing. You could only play Animal Crossing at the highest possible frame rate. At the very least, the Nintendo Switch 2. So, Nintendo Switch 2 games are incredibly hard to pirate. That's why you see a bunch of Switch game reviews from like regular people complaining about how like awful the games run. It's because those are all the pirated versions. Is the games are completely fucked on. Which I'm not here to defend big corporations, but the pirates, I guess, are fucking insufferable. Like, I've never seen a more fucking, like, yeah, it's insufferable. In terms of self-righteous, exactly. Yeah, like, I get it. Big corporations need to learn that no one wants to pay for this. On the other hand, you make it as hard to support you as possible. No, I don't want to hear about your modded 3DS. Shut the fuck up about it. Sorry, that's a specific comment. Yeah, but like, and then treating the pirated version like it's the perfect version. It's being on a high. It's pretending you're on a high horse. Yeah, because it's like it's trying to make piracy as like pristine as buying the new thing, like as much as like make it more of a status symbol than buying a new thing. It's like going to a drive-through and getting getting the smallest possible order and asking them to break 100 for it. It's like, who are you trying to impress right now? You're committing a crime to play a shitty version of a Wii game. Yeah, it's not Nintendo's fault. You're like, yeah, Nintendo can't fix your game if it's a. That was the huge thing with Metroid Prime is I genuinely feel like Metroid Prime 4 was getting reviewed, was deliberately like a target of a greater campaign. Like a sole target of a greater campaign. Because every single complaint about it that didn't was completely was nearly every single complaint about Metroid Prime 4, like 90% of complaints about Metroid Prime 4 completely unjustified. And of that 90% of complaints, like 60 or 70% of it was about the performance on emulators. But they never specify the performances on emulators. They say it's the performance for the whole game. Or the whole game looks like shit and all that. And it's like, no, I think you're just playing on an emulator. The Switch 2 games are really difficult to be emulated. That's alright. Well, I don't think it's dumb. I think they're just trying to sync Metroid Prime 4. It's people who would never buy the game in the first place trying to sync a game because they didn't like the vibe, I guess. Because the first guy you meet talks a little too much and says just like the most Soldier B it has the most Soldier B lines ever. But guess what? I still remember what his fucking name is. I still remember that fucker's name was Miles McKenzie. And Metroid Prime 4 is not nearly the worst game I've played, especially from a big publisher. Like, it had problems. The ending was bad. But like, I completely understand what happened with the game, and it also, like, is not as offensive as it's made out to be. Chat, what do we think of my mecha designs? What do you think of my mecha design? I'm not a mecha. Designer, clearly. Although I will say, I'm thinking, because I have some pals. By the way, chat, I don't know if it's just like, you just mix up your outlook a little bit. Chat, I've been getting fucking flirted with all week. All week. Why? I don't know. I have no idea. Because, so my current job, I'm much more in the face of people for, like much more in the face of more people. Of, like, real people, too, not, like, weird racists. Yeah, don't work in a village. Takes a village to make a racist. So, but, initially started with someone was like, someone said something like, wow, you look, it was like, wow, you look great. And like, thanks. And they asked me what I do. What I do is like, I was just like naming like briefly while doing my thing. You get complimented about your teeth. Yeah, that was the start of it. And then now it's like oh boy, I hope they like me for more than my teeth. And then next though, I'm going to leave. A guy that I helped already is like he's like hold on. He's like he's tapping on the counter. And he's like hey, could you come over here? And I'm like, all right. What do you need? It's like, oh, did I mess up something? Did I? Does he need something more from me? And he goes, you ever thought about working as a model? Or it was something like a. It's like, hey, you ever apply to this model company? It's like, are you offering? I would accept the job right there in front of my manager's fucking face. And he's like, no, I work for a different agency, but dude, have you seen your face card? You should apply. You should apply. But if you applied, I don't know where you fucking apply for that. I don't know where you apply for that. And then I went to a apparently top 100 restaurant in the world, or in the country. According to some list that a pal of mine found, we were putting in our orders. And so we were just sitting there. And like the food's coming out slowly because it's a food truck with a building built around it. So, you know, it takes a second. Eating the food, you know, it was fine. It was all sandwiches. But then someone from the counter is yelling across the restaurant. It's like hey, so how you liking the food? Mind you, I'm with 2 other people. And I was like, I was giving a thumbs up because it was in my mouth. Then I get a text saying, what are you doing later? It's like, who has my phone number? So I'm like, so first instinct, who is this? No response. Then as we're going to leave, we walk out the door. The one person at the counter was like, come back. It was like, they're just saying at the casual fare, see you next time. The person who called out me said, come back soon. See you, come back soon. Thank you, Soul. See you later, Soul. And it's like, what the fuck? I was like, you hear that? And they're like, what's going on? Then I get more texts. And it's like, why am I getting texts? Don't give out my phone number. And then it hit me. They required your phone number because it's a food truck. So to make sure when if you walk away, they can text you to come back and get your food. You have to give them your phone number. This fucking waitress ate my phone number from the register to try and hit on me. and then never fucking responded because I didn't realize that. Seems like a breach of privacy. I'm pretty sure it's a crime. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't do that. And I never got a response from, I don't have this number saved. Is this from work? Do I need to come in? It's like, But no, I'm pretty sure it's just the counter girl, because I don't know who else it would have been. Didn't know you were a looks maxer. Yeah, I'm literally the clavicular to my buddy's Burger Andy. Fucking Burger Andy. Jesus Christ. I'm old. Hold on. Burger Andy bus. So for if you don't know, I forgot, was it is it, let me see if I can find it, see if I could see the name. I think it's that streamer guy, Ice Poseidon, who they were getting on a party bus and they had their friend Burger Andy. And they closed the bus door in his face and then drove away. And this is the fucking photo. Who I don't know. I don't watch him. I just remember I heard someone talk about this fucking clip and I'm like, what is this? So I looked it up and it's so fucking funny. Me going on a party bus, yeah. Everyone I know behind like Burger Andy. Imagine being the one in your like elite gamer, streamer, rich people friend group called Burger Andy. It's like it's not even clever. My name is John Pizza and this is my friend Zeus. No, it had to be like Calzone Stat or something. Just something really unflattering, like Burger Andy. Like it doesn't flow together at all. Is it? I am. Although jokes on her, I'm equally as much of a dork as all of my as my two compatriots. Because I was absolutely thinking either tomorrow or next week picking up my summer things to do during the summer. As in Warhammer and cosplay parts. Just say, oh, if people play with you. To be fair, I'm quite oblivious already, seeing as I didn't know who the number was and was panicking that someone from the work group chat was trying to contact me. The work group chat, of course, involving the CEO of the company. Which I have to switch anyway, because I can't even stay there because I don't get enough hours, so now I gotta go find somewhere else to work on this. How long was this? How long ago was this? Last Thursday. It was like literally last week. Last week I mogged all my friends. Mugging my friends in the restaurant. The model place. Yeah, I got some dealios lined up. Not for the modeling, but just for like higher salary. Just feels weird not having a source of income. don't plug the Ko-Fi because there's no one here. But we're really rocking up 2 views in an hour. Shit, that really did tank my it really did tank my entire night, didn't it? Oh, this sucks. I was hoping for maybe a little bit of growth, but I guess that's never gonna happen. No mods but the flip. Dude, I don't know what people are hyping up this fucking Steam controller for. It's the ugliest motherfucker I've ever seen. They're like, oh, this is the new... I know they're saying it just because it's Steam. But, like, who actually wants to play a game on this? Who really wants to use this? And you drop the mousepad thing. Yeah, all the people who are fucking bitching about the little game chat button on the Joy-Con. It's like, what is this? How do you even hold this? Like, I get it. It looks uncomfortable. Yeah, it looks like the Switch 2 Joy-Con, like, middle remote thing. It's, like, weird and flat. Something, though, to take note of. Is, like, I get it. You don't want to... Like, I get it. You want to be like, oh, Steam is superior. Steam is for the people. Unfortunately, the 2 greatest controllers ever made are the Xbox One controller and the PS5 controller. And of course, their Fisher-Price equivalent, the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. Like, you can't... At some point, you can't remake perfection. And, like, you don't have to get the pro version of the controller. It's like 80 to 100 fucking dollars. You can get the regular one for, like, 60 or 70. Or 50 or it's usually... It's 50 for the regular... For the last regular PS5 one I got. Which I wish I would have waited, because a month after I got my sparkly ass purple controller, they released a Genshin one that was white and gold. But every time I wait, I always end up losing out. And every time I don't wait, I always end up missing out. Gambling addictions of kids. I think, well, they did, but also they shut down a lot of that. Because there was all the, like, the case trading and all that for, like, Counter-Strike and all that. I know what you're talking about. However, that was not to directly, like, it was so out of line that they finally took action, stepped in, and just, like, tanked the economy. They're by making it much easier to get all the cosmetics. Because on paper, being able to trade cosmetics and then, like, exchange them for, like, it's not horrible. It just so happens you're giving it to, like, Kick. Welcome back. Absolutely nothing has changed because I tanked our viewership accidentally by having the audacity to hit go live. Whoops, that's on me. How did I do it? At the very least, we got another collab stream next. Next on the block. I do declare. Who are you collabing with? I would tell you, however, I literally cannot find any channel associated with them. I know they stream because I was in they must stream because I was in V-Universe with them, but they literally do not have any form of social that I could find. It is really fucking weird. But we'll make it work. Cool Rock. Thank you. Welcome in over healing. How's your night today been going? Are they on Twitch? No. That's the thing. They're not on anything. They have literally nothing. Actually, I take it back. They do have a YouTube channel, but have yet to post to it besides 2 years ago. Can we book them in of a evening? Do I stream more often than them? Look, again, this is why we're working mostly into... There was a different agency thing I applied to. Just because I was applying to it, you know, that's what you do. It was an artist-based one, except yet again, I should have learned from the last time. Their logo, I saw it one more time during the, they had no SEO. I was already probably going to turn them down if they said yes. Because I literally couldn't find shit. Then I took one more look at their logo and I'm like, wait a minute. This is AI. They have real content people. With really jippy budget assets. Are supposedly all artists. Yet all of their stuff uses AI. And the only search result for their company is AI allegations. And that they're a negative impact on the indie space. Actually, the negative things about the universe is more than likely a joke. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it though. It was a weird. It was kind of a. It was a weird thing for everyone to learn I was in V Universe from me leaving V Universe, and then much later having Do on. Because the thing is, when you go into a group, you like, especially when the group is advertising itself on the high horse. It's like the thing where we talked about the emulator thing. If you're with the emulator community people, it's like if you're on the high horse, I expect the horse to be. If you claim to be on the high horse, I expect the horse to be high. If you claim you're a VTuber agency, I do not want to be fucking view mogging every one of your talents combined. Hire a PI to look into them. We might need to get Troy Baker on this case. God, I think I'd like to do... Bringing those popular person viewers. No, Do is... No, Do is. Are you kidding me? Didn't we talk about this last time? Do's got fucking merch. She's got, like, she's monetized on both YouTube and Twitch. Do is doing, does commissions. Do is doing great. We, the people of the Solace, Capricornus, Andromeda channel, love Do. Do is awesome. Do is awesome. I love Do. It also helps that she's really naturally good at this. I felt like I had to like overbearingly try to like keep up with her performance. It's the universe mind crashes at S&P. What, you think they're bringing enough money for that? Their audition page. I don't know, is Do even still in the... I never know who the fuck's in the universe. I don't know. I think Do left with me. Or not literally with me, but in the same, like, period. Also, to appease the fur affinity crowd, we also got the furry here. Subject to change. See, so it all works out. We'll get this competition, don't worry. So antithetical to what they want. And when you look at the VGen page for this one, you can immediately be like, ooh. I think they're still in it. They must have went back. After realizing it wasn't that serious. Fun fact, they stopped doing podcast episodes for the entire duration of me being there, so they didn't start doing them again until way after I left. This whole alpha male podcast, damn. Yeah, I could talk about I could talk about bone smashing. Ask me about my bone smashing. Talk about the brain cells subreddit. Go on and on about how natty all of my fucking testosterone bottles are. All the women I get. I can talk about how my body doesn't naturally produce testosterone anymore. By the way, this is just the bullet points of what I remember from Did I say his name was Vehicular? The guy who crashed his Lamborghini with his cameraman and his whatever supercar with his cameraman, and then tried to make sure the video was still going before his cameraman was okay. Vehicular manslaughter? Am I thinking of the same guy? I don't know, they're all the same guy. Guy. The same kid. You know it's bad when I'm a decent bit older than them. Because all these kids, you see them and they're like, oh, he must be like 23. No, they're all like 19. They're like 18 and 9. They're all still in high school. It's just when you do so many drugs like that, your body's like rapidly deteriorates. They all look exactly the same. This is true. And you'll never know, but I have the same broccoli-ass haircut. Me. I don't. No, but for real though. I cannot do hair that long nor that weird. Unsubdued. Yeah, just make the entire Solace Capricornus model, but have that haircut. Do the entire model exactly the same, but with that stupid fucking haircut. There's so many people who had that haircut. I'm pretty sure it's because there was a football guy with that haircut. Like the young upstart for the 2020s era. Than every Giga Chad 16-year-old who looks like they're up 300 and their backs are bleeding like they were eaten by a fucking Last of Us zombie. The broccoli hair and the bowl cut are the same difference to me. Yeah. Because you're doing the same thing, it's just one's curled and one's not. And if you have the haircut, no shade on you. It's just your personal style. It needs to be workshopped a little bit. The worst people in the world have the haircut. Yeah. Well, yeah. Tell you who doesn't have that haircut. Burger Andy. Burger Andy has kind of a trolls thing going. And that chat might be possibly the meanest backhand I've ever I've ever said. Burger Andy. I'm so glad the cutting hairs are coming back for chapter 3. For story 3, they're gonna be in the city with you. We're going back to the classic days of season 1 where you're traveling the world and the cutting hairs are in all of the world with you. The cutting hairs know a guy. It's what I felt like a lot of season 1 was. Just like, the cutting hairs, they know a guy. They'll get you in. Is it fine if I spoil think about the cutting hairs? Sure. It's gonna make me upset, but okay. I think Nicole might be in jail. No, I don't think she's gonna be in jail because she's running from. I imagine she's running from the night booze for the same reason that Fairy was mistaking her. She robbed a bank. Yeah, I assume the night booze in the city were after because she looked like because all the computer systems were more mistaking her for Ramil. It's not a spoiler. Yeah, I figured. Because that Nicole is basically the game's version of Robin Hood. Of petty thievery, of petty crime Robin Hood. What's wrong? Welcome in. Wait a second. Welcome in, Minoharu. How's your night today been going? It's a pleasure to see you. We're working on VGen things. And of course some other things, but you know, this is pretty much done. I don't think I can add anything else to this. So, we're moving on. Because the VGen competition needs to involve pause. And we could get banner ads, $100 worth, if we win. And by God, we're gonna try. The shading, thank you. Here, hold on, we gotta lock in real quick. That was the wrong one. You know, my other buttons were color-coded. You think I could submit a character who has no hands and triangle feet for this month? I mean, some of them have nothing to do with it. There's always a couple that have nothing to do with it. Like that's not a furry or animal like. Yeah, it's fine. There's already a bunch of non-furry ones. Because hands. It's up to interpretation, really. Sorry, I'm showing off. Nah. I watched the. I wish I had the streaming game that like Alex Lee does. I immediately felt shame in showing off my buttons after watching Alex Lee, who's just announced as the voice of Invincible in Invincible Versus, but did a stream in full high budget Invincible cosplay. With fucking title card buttons that were dumb one-time gags. Like an entire fucking repertoire of title cards. It was so good, so goddamn funny. I aspire to be that kind of streamer. I think you should get a Vine boot button. Will that be out of fashion, though, by the time I could afford a stream deck? Which I'm never gonna buy. I'm never fucking buying a stream deck. You can't make me. It's funny how much influence early Genshin has on my mindset. Because I can never not think of this song every time I get fucked over in a gacha game. I can never not think of this very specific song. Keeps breaking the rules, but I'm not putting that on a button. That's how you live my For You page. Nice. Thank you for tuning in. These shape reminds me of oil pastels. Yeah, I don't know where exactly I learned art to be this fucking to do this specifically. But I did take a lot of influence from reading Beastars as it was rolling out. Here, let me get an image here. want a fan coloration. Where's the regular? Why is this kissing? One regular illustration would be nice. These stars? Yes. One of my favorite things ever, if you don't count the season 3 of the anime. I still like the source material for the 3rd arc. Just not the show. And as rank while bully receding, and I got in Kaleda. You should play Arknight's Enfield. They're so nice with their polls. Like, within a week of playing it, I got the banner character twice and the previous banner character once, as well as a bunch of standard characters. Yeah, but like, stuff like this was my main early influence. I love these stars. Yeah, it's one of my favorite things ever. I got the full bookshelf of it right above me. Pokemon Chesleys. Draw wobble dogs. Look, we're a little busy right now, but... but... Negoshi. Yeah, that was the first example I found that wasn't men kissing. In a series that is entirely all straight relationships, by the way. Called Sleep Snores. You're making that shit up. You made that shit up. But you can use a new thing that I will help you with the extraction, how to make a wobble dog. I don't know what a wobble dog is. I am unclear as to what a wobble dog is. This specifically, though, there was a certain piece that came to mind, because, again, the rules of the challenge was to have paws at a forefront. So I thought, oh, we did a hand really, really close up. It's like, okay, we can do a really skewed angle. It was originally going to be an action shot, but then I was like, I forgot what I was listening to something like this, where it was more like somber event. Maybe it was the Violet Evergarden soundtrack. Really fucking good, by the way. But where it was like, okay, what if I did more of a somber shot? And then I remember there was a one of the main songs in my playlist was I have a lot of Yasobi in my playlist. They did a Gundam. They did a Gundam and the Witch from Mercury. They did a song for that. And the song in that is like the album cover is the Gundam buried and covered with foliage. It's like, what if I tried that aesthetic? It's like a really just an entirely buried, like, end of day shot of a giant mech, because something about that's cool. It's not just because I'm a big robots enjoyer. That one is cool and type and the wobble dog. Yeah, I would not be into wobble dog, unfortunately. Do not think it's for me. However, if you tune in, Friday's a different thing, but Saturday's a Dark Souls 2. It's got a dog in it. It's got that dog in it. I'm sure it has more grotesque creatures for you to enthuse over. Dark Souls 2 is a very wobble dog like. Thank you for backing me up. Honestly, you're probably more for the if you were streaming, I'd imagine Wobble Dog would be more up your alley because it's more geometric. This is a shape. This is not really my wheelhouse, Lister. This is probably more for. This also could probably benefit from a physics engine. Dog. Nice. Always is a pleasure to see more artists. Especially in these trials and tribulations. Just get this. What if a computer can eat all the things that you did and spit out a thing that is worse than that? And in the process, heal all of your surroundings. Like the Doomslayer, but from nature. Jesus Christ, fine. You get it. You get what? You get a sketch. This is my most popular Tumblr post. I'm scared of what that could be, seeing is at a... This is more Wobble Coyote. I guess it's because I see Coyote. Well, I don't see Coyote. I see a little Coyote sometimes. As a treat. As a little treat. Oh god, I hate this. Why are the arms where are the arms on the bottom? Oh no. I don't know why I was so viscerally offended by the limbs of the Wobble Dog. I guess the art is kind of like... Wobble Dog. They're kind of noodly. I guess that's what makes it wobble. You made a 3D model of Chop Chop from Skylanders. None of these makes the dog look realistic. Yeah, all my animal drawing knowledge comes from that one interview of Paru Itagaki, where I strive to be able to do this with any character, really. Where, like, I don't know, but she did something where she was just, like, talking or doing the interview, and then just, like, really just, like, nailing it out of the park. Really, like, just no shapes and need, like, nothing, no shapes and no nothing required. Just, like, imperfect pen. Just, like, nailing it out of the park. Which, I mean, at this point, doing it with... Even for me, it's, like, takes a second. I ever made was the Grem for Tomodachi Life. The Grem. Yeah, it pushes you to new bounds. The fact you can't download anything. Alright, I need to give. It's enjoying Wobble Dog. Okay, we cannot keep hyperfixating on the fucking Wobble Dog. What is it about the Wobble Dog? You're gonna play it anytime soon. I'm not buying this. I already have no money as it is. I am not buying Wobble Dog. I am not the Wobble Dog. I'm not the Wobble Dog master. All the games I play are either given out for free at one point, are free still, or we're like 90% off. Well, Dark is $20. Absolutely not. I cannot do that right now. Yeah, that's sorry, Chief. Can't do that right. Respectfully, cannot do that right now. Stuff like that's probably why I was so viscerally mad at like the friend slot games. You can move a little to the left. I don't know what that is either. Oh, I see. I see. How does this affect the Dark Souls lore? You lay off Dark Souls. You lay off my Dark Souls. So I'm watching and listening. Hell yeah. Yippee. You know, if you stumped on the subject matter, if you go to VGen Challenge or whatever the fuck, you can also draw pause to potentially win $100 worth of banner ads on everyone's favorite website for affinity.com. Why am I even entering this? I'm never gonna fucking use this. The games I played from last month, they're a decade ago, there was no between. Yeah, I've been playing the same games for like 2 years now. It must be why I'm going insane. Well, to be fair, I don't play games that often, but... Dude, the last new game I bought for full market value was either Monster Hunter or Space Marine. Actually, you know what? It could have been Oblivion. Could have been the Oblivion remake. Which I guess it's still over a year, so it's not that much better. Why did I do that? Alright, back to drawing grass. Did you ever finish Oblivion? I did the main story. I never finished the DLCs. That game is long as shit. How many hours have I got on that? Yeah, because I did some of the... a little bit of the first expansion. Never did the never started the second one. Here, let's see. Oblivion. Oh, sorry, it's in the Elder Scrolls. I have 50.8 hours in it. Which means the Gaunt has not seen the light of day in 3 years. This is true. But I do like the strong guy gameplay in Oblivion much better than I like the end game of Skyrim. Just because Oblivion, you really feel like you really do feel like you're fucking strong by the end of that game. Because you boost all of your, like, your movement stronger, you can do all sorts of weird shit. Then you got, you can do all sorts of weird, crazy, like, champion quests to get, cool weapons. You hit certain levels. Do a flip. No, but you can do that stupid ability where you can jump on water. The stupid ability where you can bounce all over the water. Which is hilarious for a game that has, like, a singular river that goes across the whole area. That's why Dark Souls is better. You can do a flip. Doing a flip, the secret mechanic of Dark Souls. Flipping. It's weirdly secret. I'm amazed I forgot about it till, like, right at the end. Apple flip, that's not possible. This is like level 3,000. There's no possible. You are not fucking Havel flipping. As you pumped every point you had into endurance. Which that's something I commend Elden Ring for having, is having being able to respec all your skills. They're all your skill points. If there's anything to take away from that game for the next one, didn't they get rid of Habble flipping for the... No, they didn't. Technically, if you had enough endurance to light roll at any capacity with anything, you can flip. If you can, as long as you can light roll. However, Habble armor's fucking heavy. Your ass is not flipping. Yeah, going just to add one more thing to the Genshin, like it just hits so much different. I still go back and watch the old character reveal trailers. You don't think I don't know Rex Incognito beat for beat? You'd be dead wrong. Man of a million voices in or one really, really good voice, I guess. That is the voice of many other things. Keith Silverstein as Zhongli. Again, probably the best voice actor to ever. Ugh! Why is it so loud? The character trailer I rewatch is Zhu Yuan. Watch some of the pre-Natland Genshin ones. They're pretty dang good. Also some iconic goofball soundtrack. You get some Raiden Shogun in there. Oh god. Premiere trailer messed me up in a bad way. I have yet to watch it. The animation looks so fucking good. In the from the snippet I saw of it. Is it another one like Jane Doe though? Is it another Jane Doe type? The Jane Doe one, they literally, instead of giving her a song, they gave her an ASMR track. Oh my god. Talk about Jane Doe. It's not fan servicey. Ah. At least I don't think. Well, I mean, to be fair, Promi off rip is fan servicey. Just from existence, seeing that. I get it. The metaphor is that she's so strong she could beat you with her hands behind her back. Which is why her hands are tied behind her back. Is the tongue-in-cheek design element that we're never going to see for a season. That we get a whole season that we're never going to see again. But I'm pretty sure her character was definitely 100% designed with bondage in mind. It's just dark. I mean, a lot of them are dark. The Harumasa one was fucking creepy. Or the Ambi, or the, was it Ambi or was it the cutscene in Ambi's story with Twiggy? Where you just see her with no limbs on a table. Pokemon Fork-kun. Fork-kun. How's your night today been going? It's a pleasure to see you. We're currently working on some stuff and finishing some stuff. But working on stuff. How's your night today been going? Just wolfed down some mac and cheese for dinner and feeling good. Hell yeah. What a vibe. Well, it is a pleasure to have you with us tonight. The thing is, how am I gonna blend this fucking thing in with the background? I don't know how I want to go about this yet. Because I don't want to finish the background and then go back and try and blend it like that. I would rather like the background to be built around this. Be built around the subject, but I don't know how I want to tackle it. Such a vibe. Yeah, you can quick artist tip from a complete hack like me. If you're big into like feeling music, or like you feel certain moods from music, just pop on your preferred vibe of music or background soundtracks before you work on something, because that definitely helps establish a vibe. I definitely skew what I'm doing depending on music. I totally get what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, you get it. This is, I don't know how to put it. Music into art. It's kind of just more like giving your brain a feeling. You're giving yourself in the right headspace via music. Yeah. It's simple but effective. You don't need me to tell you it, but hey, it's good to hear someone else that does it. Sometimes to the detriment though, because some different music will be playing, and then I'll get something completely weird. Or like I'll start doing an art piece that isn't associated with anything, and then I'll have to like step away from it to do something else when, like, depending on what I'm listening to. Like this one that's never getting done. Because I keep listening to like fantasy droves or rock or something. I'd be like, man, I'm just not feeling this. Peak sunset colors. Thanks. I like to try to mix it up a lot. God, what was one I had? What was one where I had some weird ass colors? Pink sunset is peak. Yeah. I'm not, and it entirely stems from the fact that I'm not a big yellow enjoyer. I'm not a big fan of yellow. I always try to do something different. That's why it's like half the art I've ever made in my life is all night. Because I really just do not care for yellow. I will never ever play Imperial Fists. For all my Warhammer fans, I'm never fucking playing Imperial Fists, and you can count on that. A few times it sunset just bathes everything in a paint tint, literally rose tinted glasses, but IRL. Yeah, it's, to be fair, sometimes really harsh things work super well with just work too well with yellow. Like here, let me cover up the Wobble Dog sketch real quick from earlier with this one from that I made somewhat recently, where like I think yellow also just very like get really harsh with it is when I'm vibing with it more. Ends up with a green tint, because it's so close to like, and then when you just want regular yellow without like an orange tint to it, you just get, it's like right there. But it's so small on the wheel compared to everything else. So you end up with it being tinted. But if you gradient it off of orange, you might have better luck. Or like do all your yellow shading in orange and red. Yeah. To be yellow is to be gold. Yeah, that's pretty much 90% of the use of yellow is gold. I was just trying to feel like I'm keep flip flopping. Theory, good coloring, shading. Yeah, it's especially doesn't help. I know you've probably heard this a million times, but it doesn't help having access to like the world's best artists at your fingertips at all times. But like this for out of focusing though, I have full stopped doing line art, at least for now. That's why everything I make kind of looks like this. Was because for this one, this is finished and open, so I'm just gonna use this. Oh, please don't say I sketched in white for this. Did I really? Oh, because the background was black. Why did I do that? Oh, you can't see any of this. Right here, hold on. Yeah, I just did this and then just started going with in with coloring. And just said fuck it, we ball. And just started freehanding all my colors. And just drawing line. Yeah, it's like the quintessential, because something about line art always looks off, right? You get that same, I imagine you get that same feeling if you're struggling with it like this. Like, something about it always feels off when you're looking at it. And it might just be that, like, the style you draw on doesn't, like, lend itself to having bold lines on everything. And that's just how it is. The only reason I use online is on 3D models is I think it looks cool. Yeah, the only time when I go properly for line art is for what you're seeing on the screen right now. VTube models, I do not think I could do one without some amount of line art. Because you need to be kind of clean with your cuts, which I am not. I am by far, because even still on this one, you can see how hemp the colors still are. But having lines definitely makes your working with the shapes easier. Like if I didn't have line art, the horns would not look this good. I guess this isn't the most complex outfit, but the other ones are. Hold on. Yeah, where you kind of need it at some point. I always forget I have a scarf on this model. I never use it, but I have it. Hey, do it. It's better to have it than not have it. Like my one model that was completely missing formal wear. And it's like, why did I even make this? Free will. I'm gonna let's see what I can learn from it. Yeah. Look, yeah, this is free to reset all my canvases, but I had so many files just named like keyboard slam punches that were nothing but sketches. It's like hundreds of layers of sketches, just keyboard slamming. My moments are just gibberish. Gibberish doesn't make sense to me. Some might agree. I'm trying to get better at it so I can actually find out so I can actually remember. Because when my artboard was white, it's usually I can't see any of the pictures anymore, so I have no idea what files are what. Because I was originally going through and remaking a bunch of my old art. Or I guess just finishing it with my modern sensibilities. But I got about 1.5 in, and then I cannot find any of the other ones. Can't find it right here. Technically 2.5 in, but one of them was like so new it didn't really count. No, Wobble Dog is on it. Yeah, I got 1 in and never did another one. They're just fun character names or funny noises I make. This name file is based on, I think it would take a while. You just get a funny noise. I wish I remember what this one was called. So I had access to the high-res version. Which, by the way, all that and stuff gets posted on Blue Sky, and unfortunately still DeviantArt because I never made a card website. Look, the DeviantArt page has to stay until I make a card website. It's old as shit. I hate using it. But it helps me remember what I finished and what I didn't. These days. But Blue Sky is also there. I know no one uses it. But you have to bear with me, because I'm not dealing with Grok. I'm not dealing with Grok. Remove this watermark. Wait, Tumblr, no. No more social medias. The closest I'll do is just get a personal website for portfolio stuff, and then replace DeviantArt with that. I have quite a few untitled. Yeah, see, was it OneDrive yells at me every time I have a weird name, like an untitled or something, so I can't do. I unfortunately can't join you in untitled. OneDrive yells at me that it can't back up files. Which, to be fair, the only things I left really untitled were when I did commissions. I just didn't bother. I just didn't fucking do it. I just have one that's called Hell Not Jug Saw You tweet. Verbatim? You gotta type that in every time you want to pull it up. So I can't forget me when the Warhammer hits me on the head. Perhaps to put in spaghetti, no idea what that is. Alright. Back in my day, we had some class and called our files Hergerschwgen. We didn't use any proper nouns or phrases or verbs. I was thinking, I think one of my model files is called something weird. Typically, I like to keep the model names numbered just so I remember which one's which. Because when you're like me and are so consistently adamant on not paying for someone to work on your model stuff and art for you, because I mean at that point, what would be the point of being an indie artist streamer if you don't make everything yourself? But keeping them numbered makes me go through like 7 of like Model 3 Model 2 Part 3, Model 3 Part 38. Like I think this one is 3 dot like 32. Yeah, I can even see it'll pull up on the thing. 0.32. Okay. No idea why I named it that. I could not tell you. I do not remember. Makes my Oingo go Boingo. Shut the fuck up. Even the Oingo says Boingo. Mods, Oingo was Boingo. Ivy again for the umpteenth time. I do have subfolders for all my model stuff too, just make it easier to put on a flash drive. I found the last one just called fuck. Yeah, I got a few of those too. Literally just S. For Solace, Capricornus, Andromeda. I am in your files. What the fuck is guac? Your playlist name? Oh, my actual, like, music playlist names are nothing. It's just, like, songs. Songs, too. Because I just add everything to the same playlist and then play that in the car. So it's just, like, one playlist with fucking 500 songs in it. Mr. Putt, my brother needs a ride home. It's great to stumble across your stream. Alright, have a wonderful rest of your night or day. It was a pleasure to see you. We will be back streaming Friday for a collaboration with another artist and VTuber, I think. As far as I know now, we're doing that. And then Saturday will be Dark Souls 2, Part 2. But for now, I bid thee adieu. Hey chat, do you think posting daily helps? You think the chance? Chat, we may be free from baby jail yet. I may actually have something to bring into these collabs now. That isn't just stellar personality and a wonderful face card. Not badge posting shorts. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I assumed badge posting shorts was like maybe it was just a way to go like when you're initially posting some, just to have more to scroll to. Because the reason you would batch post to be like, so when you scroll down, it just plays the next short. That has the same like potential as the one before it. Because both of those shorts I posted together recently did better than the one I posted by itself. Like in isolation. God, this shit was so fucking funny though. That rewatching the clip with the Guardian, that felt like a real like comedy beat though. The whole thing where it's just, oh no, this Guardian. And like, what's a Guardian? It's the Guardian. I'm not going back to the house. Ah, look out, it's the Guardian. Look at the Guardian. And fucking 5 minutes later gets struck by lightning. Ah, the Guardian gotcha. The fuck is the Guardian? Aria, what's the Guardian? It was just, the whole thing felt so nonchalant. It was like the fucking Renaissance men bit. It's just like saying it over and over, like I'd understand it if you just said it again. Honestly, I'm pretty satisfied with the initial layer green. If we keep on working on this, I feel like it seems promising. It's amazing. Honestly, I've been doing so much armor in this color. And part of my blowing my pissant paychecks that don't have anything on them at the beginning of summer thing, there's been looking to get back into, because I was talking about the stars and we did the Warhammer paint streams, and I was just talking about the stars because that's just who I have for Age of Sigmar, just unpainted. But there also is some Warhammer boxes for 30k, and I saw a good deal on one. Thinking about getting it, but the problem is, it's see, do I have it somewhere? Is it on here? Because here's where I was testing palettes like this, and like maybe going with that. Fucking Wobble Dog's in the way. I hear Wobble Dog. Here's what I was doing other palettes. Here's what I was doing my lizard palettes. And also, like, just more people I know are into 40k. And, you know, it's just one of those things. And I was originally in the 40k. Other than the lizards, I don't really care about Age of Sigmar. Like, I've actually went and played 40k. Let me see, because it's like the quintessential box for... Yeah, your goon hammer. This is like the fundamentals box for... Why can I not find an image of it now? This is upsetting me. What? The Goon Hammer. I have no idea. It's some sort of wiki. The goons. Man, the goons. That you must. The Goon Hammer. Is the Legion's box? Oh, fuck me. Yeah, it's like a $170 box, and I found it for $100 at a local store. Combat Force, that's what it's fucking called. They all have stupid names. Because they repackage the same thing but make it more expensive every time and change the name a little bit to mean the same thing, but like slightly different. Bookman Brooklyn Hines. How was your night today been going? It's a pleasure to see you. Yeah, because when I was originally collecting 40k, it was called Start Collecting, and the boxes were $90. But it was like pretty much the fundamentals of your army. Then they started releasing fucking not boarding patrols, but the other one that isn't boarding patrol. Combat Patrol. For like 120. Then they released boarding patrols for 150, and now it's 170 for combat forces. And they reduced the number of miniatures in every box. It's less in every box. I was looking at this though, because it's not a bad box at all. And also, if you take note here, there's something very specific. First off, 30k has some fucking awesome designs for models compared to 40k. Like, I love this mech. The 30k mechs with the little head. Square tank kills me every time. I have one of these. It was one of the first models I ever got. It was a square Space Marine tank. They're funny as hell. But also, you could just take a long shot and I'm styling my hair. Nice. But also, all of these Space Marines are the ones with the bird beaks. They're the ones with the Plague Doctor masks. And I love it so much. And they're the ones with the Plague Doctor masks and the paw feet. This guy, especially just coming full sweep with this sledgehammer. Oh my god. Your Warhammer faction, you just swap forces trap master. Draw those guys for pause. Yeah, Warhammer's hard to draw. Yeah, but I saw this for... I'm debating whether, because like, my finances are looking pretty good, even though I'm in a rut even though I'm in like a rut of like making money. Like, I have no money coming in, but what I have is pretty dang good. So I'm wondering if I just fucking go for it on between this week and next week. Go for it on these cosplay and then pull out money for Nessus. Which weirdly enough, this cost as much as this kit costs as much as it would be for build stuff. This but it's fine though. I should have a much higher source of income soon. And don't gotta worry about school because sorry, I'm talking out loud. Look, I've been thinking I have to think about this for like the last fucking month. Okay. Not this specifically, but money thing. Money thing. So I'm just talking out loud to myself. It's not personal. I haven't gotten into personal things yet. I'm just saying things out loud. I'm not begging for money. Welcome in, El Boyna. How was your night today been going? It's a pleasure to see you. Oh, fuck. We should have plugged the Ko-Fi link. There were so many people here earlier. There's so many new people here. Welcome in. Welcome in. I think daily posting might be the strat. It might be the strat. I'll have to put together. I think if I were to put together another short, it'd be from the Dark Souls 2 one where I just locked in, slapped the air, and killed an invisible man. I think that would be my next choice. Oh man, that didn't miss the party. So for reference, yesterday I had 482 subscribers. And I want you to look at the number now. At 482 yesterday. We're cooking with gas a little bit. Yeah, we're talking about fucking Wobble Dog. It was, you know what? Their strategy worked, because I did draw Wobble Dog. 48, let's go. Hell yeah. To the big leagues, motherfucker. I would never do membership-only content, but at 500, we can do memberships. Or I could just have it as an option. I can guarantee you I won't do membership-only content. But that's the thing that was at 500. You can't monetize, but you can have... you can click on memberships. Fake post and membership only. Is it membership though? Is how you get away with like karaoke streams and all that. That's what the only thing I've seen like that would be worth the time of doing a membership only. Because like unless you're giant, what's the point of isolating like half your audience? To people who spend like fucking $5 a month on nothing. Memberships are such a stupid, weird thing. But then again, I think a lot of things are stupid, weird things. Let's just do more private things. Yeah, but that's already kind of creepy. You remember that I just watched a documentary or a YouTube documentary on it. Do you remember that streamer that was like pretending to be like a girl failure? Who like her model had like dead flies on it. Like it was like she'd do like all sorts of private like streams and all that where she'd just blatantly be doing like NSFW. Like that's what I see memberships as. Like that's what it is. Karaoke stream, how would that even work? You can find a lot of in-hall. It's just it's literally like singing. I wouldn't do it because I'm not about that. It could be like anyone. Yeah, it could be. Speaking of, this goes hard. I might have to reinterpret this and draw it. This goes so fucking hard. Also, this color is great. The Sons of Horus have such a good palette. Can you carry it soon? That's a great question. That is something. I fucking love this Dreadnought. Well, let me pull up the. Let me just get the like Primaris pack. Also, like the new start collectings for Space Marines suck balls. They are so stupid. I really love how they do the edges. Yeah, I wish I could do edge highlights like that. So for reference, here's the 30k one. So I can point out where all the units are. So you get a dreadnought, which has customizable pieces. You get a I wish it was easier in Blender. This tank is probably easy in Blender, seeing as it's just a fucking rectangle. You get a tank, which I think this can be a Razorback, a Rhino. It could be a couple different tanks. You got a regular squad of Marines. And then you got a squad of Devastator. For the same price, in Warhammer 40k, $170, by the way. You get a half. Wait, is this not the box? This might not be the box. Hold on. There might still be hope. This is this. Motherfucker. I'm going to be upset if that is the box. Because some of them are really bad. Hold on, where's combat patrols? They're really fucking, like, I would believe it. Like, this is believable. Chat, don't worry, it's worse. Yeah, don't even worry about it. Combat Patrol Space Marines is worse than this. This is $170. You get one squad of Inferno. You get a squad of Terminators. And then you get a Librarian and a Captain. This would have been better. I think this is from 8th edition, though, because the 8th edition starter box came with 3 Intercessors and 3 Reavers. Which I've totally just used that, because that box I got back in, like, that was the first Warhammer thing I ever got. No, second. Because the first one I got a couple combat patrol stuff that was, like, from the original, like, the tiny Marines, the squat Marines. Because these were the new guys at the time. But that box came with 3 Intercessors and 3 of these, which I've just been using as paint experiments now. It's like color experiments because they don't really fit anywhere. It's like a lot of money. Yeah, no, it's extremely expensive. Gundam is like $18 and you get a giant fucker of a robot. Games Workshop is way overpriced. But if you go to local sellers, you get a way better deal. Like I said, at a local place, this is only $100. They knock $70 off of this. Especially if you buy their stuff that's just been sitting around for a while. But like buying directly from these miniature things are really, and it also depends on the game. Because like these are war games where you're gonna need you buy a lot. And then look like knights. Yeah, they have it's a line, I saw it at a bookstore recently. It's called like 30-minute fantasy in English. You can see. Where it's easy to assemble kits. But they're like sci-fi fantasy-ish. And they're not that expensive. I believe they're like $30 a pop. Or 25 or something. But they're like supposed to be, like the gimmick is that you can assemble them in 30 minutes. And then you can like swap out armor pieces and stuff. Like the edge highlights is the only reason I love Warhammer figure art stuff. You should see, there's a channel on YouTube. Let's pull it up. Oh hell yeah. Yeah, there was they sell them at fucking Barnes and Noble. Like they sell Gundam everywhere. Like every bookstore has Gundam. However, my most local bookstore has Warhammer and Yaoi. Or Yuri. So who knows? But like, yeah, most bookstores just have. Because the one I saw was like the Dragon Knight or something. It was like, yeah, I could, but I didn't. Oh, that's right. I wanted to compare the mech looks, but it's whatever. Hold on. Just because I love the like the 30K art style more than the 40K one. Yeah, because I can't get behind the coffin mech, which is literally what it is. I get why it's designed like that, but I like the face. But it is cheaper than Lego set. Yeah, no, Gundam is perfect for like that buildable stuff right now. Lego sets though, there are a lot of, if you go on Amazon, there's so many like knockoffy Legos, like China Legos or whatever, that if you just wanted like, if you didn't care about the brand or whatever and just wanted to build like little like aesthetic villages and stuff, you could easily like they have so many like bookend, like builder block bookend or some bullshit like that for. They're all over my For You page. Hold on. Same with Gundam. They're all over. A lot of the stuff though, I would say don't even try to buy it online. Just find it in person. You get so many like better deals, and then you're also more inclined to like get something because you're already there. You know what I mean. I'm not gonna pull Legos and shit. By my Fire Viper Mega Block set. Fucking just thinking. Yeah, if you just find stuff out and about, especially with Gundam. And on top of that, the easiest Gundam stuff, which I've actually bought one, is they have like 5-minute Pokemon ones that are like less than $10. And you get a good, and you get like, and you just get like a regular, you just get a little buildable Pokemon. I bought a Mew one at one point. It was like $5. Afraid I might break them. They're pretty hard to break. Like it feels kind of cheapy when you're holding it, but they're hard to break. Just make sure you're careful where you're cutting it. With because usually they still require pliers. Gundam, you don't have to use glue or anything. Warhammer, you do, or you can use like drill-in magnets and all that. But Gundam, you don't really. What was I going to look at after all this? I said I was going to pull something. Oh, yeah. There's a YouTube channel called Heresy for Heretics. Which is what got me back into wanting to paint again. Where I picked up all sorts of colors to fuck around with the space lizards. I might have shown this off before, but you know what? We'll show it off again. Why not? We're here. We got a shit ton of work done. Because we finished this. And then look how far we got in this. We're doing great today. Not a 3D printed Artorias posable figure. Heresy is bad, the cult leaders say. Yeah, but let's go past the Vegemite Marine. Because this guy sticks away from using metal color or metal coloration. Where's his? Right here. Get out of here, Kingpin. Get out of here. Let's see. Or like he's just speed painting through like this video is fucking crazy because it's literally He's just edge highlighting and just doing highlights on a blank miniature. And just like, hold on, let me speed it up. Yeah, like he's just doing highlights, and watch how it turns out. Left leg keeps falling off. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh no. Yeah, like look at this. It was just edge highlights. I guess he's going through all the main chapters. Yeah, Salamander. Blood Angels, Crimson Fist. Oh, really? Not Ultra... He went Crimson Fist and not Ultramarines? Huh. I guess Ultramarines are kind of played out. Those are the blue ones, by the way. They're like the basic ones. They are the most basic. But hey, every game needs like a mascot basic ass. Like... Yeah, like look at that. And it's just edge highlighting. Yeah, let's see, where's them all together? Yeah, the fucking pink one looks sick as fuck. Like Pikachu but for war games. Yeah, they're the ones that are on all the boxes. They're the ones that are the face. It's just the blue motherfuckers. When you go to buy Space Marines, all the boxes will just have the blue guys on them. Unless you buy specifically for your faction. Which you can also buy faction accessories for your blue guys. They really are just like tiny dolls at the end of the day. Hold on, I gotta buy my accessory pack? for my, I gotta buy my extra hats for my Space Marines. Boca Junior's a River Plate. I'm sorry. How was your night today been going? It's a pleasure to see you. Welcome in. What are faction accessories like? It's gonna be just like extra shoulders and extra helmets. And some different guns that have like insignias on them. But like for tiny hats and shoes. Yeah. Also welcome in Gaston. How was your night today been going? Ignore the wobble dog. I swear we're drawing. I swear. And or chatting. Which I mean you could have figured I was doing already. Or any of you other make 2D art styles Blender shaders? Yeah, I'm at a loss for... Maybe there must be some sort of like black color like plugin or something. Oh, actually, I know we need to disown it. But there you can watch through the devlogs for the game Billy Bust Up if you need some like face stuff. Because there was a whole appeal with their 3D models where it had just like the flat faces, their 2D illustrations for the faces, for a lot of the like accessories. I know they have a Predator working on the game. It's one of the main people. But the tutorials are probably still usable. That's the name of the Bully the Children. It was a musical platformer. It was a platformer and a musical. The problem is I avoid texture painting at all costs, so I just set the math and pre-made textures. I think Bully the Children's cartoon. It does. But it was about a little goat in a musical platformer. They released a demo of it a while ago. Or a couple demos, I guess. Like 2 years ago. Type shit. I came as a Predator working for it, yeah, and it was Black Griffin was the lead composer. Which you know how that goes. We're all pals here. He did a bunch of he did a bunch of fan songs for Has Been Hotel is what I remember him doing a bunch of. He did the one that's in Fortnite. He did the Has Been Hotel song that's in Fortnite. I remember that. Try to look at this. Got it. Jesus Christ, we're not even close to 3 hours in. Hold on, I feel warranted at this point to make a quick short stop to the restrooms. I will be right back. I actually need to put up the screens, as I can't just say it, since who knows who'll show up. And we're back. Put four remixes of the same song. Jesus Christ. They put Has Been Hotel song of Fortnite? Yeah, they did. Yeah, I saw it. You can tell Fortnite's running on Steam because there was a bug I actually exploited just the other day. It made me so happy I finally got one exploit in a live service game. But they put a Has Been Hotel fan song into Fortnite. Not even a real Has Been Hotel song. What is it? So, there's a So way back when, I think the last season of the Clone Wars was airing, if you played Fortnite, you could unlock like a clone trooper or whatever. And if you paid for the premium, you could like unlock other clone troopers. But because it's Star Wars Day the other day, they re-released all of them. But if you had the original, it was a single $1 and you got every clone trooper. Let me see how many it was. If you had 100, so like one battle pass level that would give you that. If you had the clone trooper from like 2 years ago, or from like fucking years ago. I think it, okay, I can't find it, but I think it was like 5. You got like 5 different fucking Star Wars clone troopers. I was afraid to ask which song. I remember how it goes because it was like the famous one. It was like the first one he did. It was like the chippy choppa, ooh ee ah ah. Chippy choppa chop. Oh no. No, it wasn't a real song. It was a fan song. They put a fan song in the game. Anyway, chat. Oh no, I can't find the. I put up the fake Zenless Lego bookender things, but they don't say they replaced them with the Bangbu vegetable tray. With the blind box Bangbu vegetable tray. There was Rob Zombie's songs. They put so yeah, they're running on Steam. I don't know how they fucking lost all their money. But they did. This maybe is my favorite song about calling a person coping in a not very healthy way, a loser. Thank you, Bibsy Pop. I can always count on you. Other song I said if I can put it in the game primarily for children. They put fucking whatever. This is like one of the first collaborations they did with The Walking Dead. They got Doom, like Doom is in there. They gave away the Doom soundtrack for free in Fortnite. I remember that because I have it. Because you just had to log in for. You just had to log in for a certain time. Hans Zimmer made the songs of the first guy. Are you fucking serious? Also, chat, I found what pissed me off the most about 40k. Why I dropped Warhammer 40k. Or not why I dropped, but one of the reasons. Here, hold on. It goes back to the conversation with the, like, shrinkflation. So here's the original $90 Tyranids. So Tyranids were the army I used to collect. And I got this box right before it discontinued. So this box was $90. And what it was is it was like a $30 Gene Stealer box, a $25 Broodlord, and then an $80 Trigon. for $90. It was like $100-something dollars of merchandise for 90, and it was a good deal because it's how you start collecting your army. Start collecting was the name of the line. It wasn't a full Tyranid army, like it wasn't the full thing, but you got a big guy, a fighting force, and a smaller guy. Then they discontinued those and started releasing full army boxes. So you got the combat patrol. I also have this. I also got this way later. These were like 110 or something. But this came with 3 squads of Termagants, which are just your regular fighting force. They're just they're little dinosaur bugs with guns. You get an actual leader, and you get 3 like mid-size units. 43 miniatures were in this fucking box. This box is fucking crazy. I still have unpainted ones of these. Then they redid Tyranids recently in the last version, the last edition. Like they redid all the models and stuff, because Tyranids never get new models. Like these little guys up here are from like 2004. They never get new models. So when they did get new models, they released this box. It's 32. However, it's still 2 of the new Termagants. A big tank thing, your mid-tiers, and then your leader. You still get a full army in the box. And you also get the, artillery guys. It's still a full army. So Warhammer just seems like a bad financial edition. It used to not be. It is now. And unfortunately, this was 150, I think, for this version. 170. For that same, used to be $30 box of Gene Stealer guys. Then you got these guys, which I had them separately from back in the day. Same with this thing. This is the only one of the new Tyranids I ever picked up. The weird little poisoned fucker. And then you get, an artillery. You get an artillery, mid-sized, 1 regular, specialist group, and then a, special unit for 170. You don't even get... This is 110, and look how many of these fucking things you get. This is what makes me so angry. Oh yeah, no, Hans Zimmer's the industry. He's like a legend in the industry. That was it. This pisses me off. Shrinkflation. God. So getting new boxes with a lot of shit in it for the price of old ones is enticing. Welcome in the Toad Man, favorite stooge. The Curly. How's your night today been going? It's a pleasure to see you. Also, check this out. Chat, you buying? Yeah, you buying the Bangbo? I think they're only, let me see what the price is. I think they're, weirdly, Hoyo merch is not that expensive. You get 5 for $20. Or is that 12 for $20? You get 12. Okay, no, you get the entire, okay, so it's 5 per box. You get 8, okay, I see. I don't fucking know the Three Stooges. I am not the person to ask for this. I am not the one to ask. I do have an associate, I do have a friend who would be much better suited for this. I don't know any of these. I also used to work with a 70-something-year-old man who would also be great for asking this. Why is this Seth Nendroid $100? Because Nendroid is a fucking scam. So many countries just went straight down after. Oh, this is from Star Rail. That's why it sounds so weird. I was like, why is this got like a guitar in it and all that? Like, oh, it's from fucking Honkai Star Rail. I own Star Rail merch, but never got into Star Rail. Well, incidentally owned Star Rail merch. I wanted earbuds that wouldn't break after, like, that would last me, like, 10 years. Okay, but the Miyabi and Sokaku Bangbus. They also had the cat plushies for the Section 6, because I have one of those. I have the Miyabi one. Yes, but you could also get Miyabu and Sokapu. Those Skull Panda bag charms. Blind boxes are depending on the blind boxes. They're good. The blind boxes are kind of neat or like a, you know, it's one of those things. Like a good blind box is like kind of heat. What the fuck is this music? What could possibly be the situation for this Honkai Star Rail track? Yes, I really want to buy a ZZZ charging board. I like their merchandise though, because it's so because it's so random. It's like it's not like your usual, it's nowhere near your usual fare for merchandise. Like it's like a CD player for, you get a CD player for Genshin. You can buy all sorts of hats and merchant and like clothing items. They sell so many fucking clothing items. They sell fucking wedding rings. Like sheep boo. Yeah, there's also the pig boo, the weird like long boo. I think they're cool. Yeah, it was. I remember I got this cute little Eevee statue from a blind box. And paying for an alarm clock. Yeah, look, you don't know. You don't even know. The Zenless tote bag, the bobblehead, the bobblehead Bangbu. Yeah, on Amazon they don't got a lot of the classics, right? They don't got a lot of the weird shit right now. Is that a fucking ottoman? They sell ties. They sell themed ties and handbags. The fuck is this? Are you shitting me? You can buy for Star Rail, you can buy fucking little train, little characters, and the little chibi characters in trains as a blind box. And you could hook all the trains together? Why is this so fucking peak? Wait, what? Hold on. So chat, the reason I was making sure I didn't move was because I forgot I did not have an incognito tab. So it just had my name in there. Is that that's the guy in the little bottom right. You get little trains. Some of them have two. Like the Firefly one with the mech. Uh-oh, it's fine. My face is in front of it. You can't look around me, so take that. It just because I was on the purchase page. The rest of it I wasn't. It was fine. Yeah, they have keyboards, controllers. Yeah, that Genshin PS5 controller, that would have been so hype. Ah. There's Star Rails in Fortnite. Speaking of, to wrap around that thought. Genshin's got a lot of plushies too. The new Violette Otter. Or can I buy an Ellen Joe towel? I don't know. No Violette. The lifestyle. Yeah, they sell life. You get an umbrella. The Eclipse Jade paint carving lamp. The Jade. Look at those slippers. Where? Hold on. Look at Zhongli slippers. Oh, that's awesome. Kniche neck fan. The Goro keychain. Oh, yeah, the Yaimiko bolts. This shit goes hard. Oh, Furina. This little box. You get a little show box. The Arlehino hat. Alright, who's buying the Arlehino hat? I think we just sell weird merch. I love weird merch like this. Penopause is meant to be dragon feet. Zhongli. Osmanthus wine. something Osmanthus wine. Anyone wants to buy me the Fuamoko tissue box? I'm not buying you the Fuamoko tissue box. Yeah, Zenless is all figures now. It sucks. We used to have weird ones for Zenless. For a lot of Zenless. Or weirder ones than the fucking vinyl sheep boo. I don't like the Genshin style that much. Really? I always really like the look of these games. Oh! Does Xiao have any figures? No. They're running through just the beginning. Just the beginning of the series, guys. They're getting their stuff. The bears, not yet. I think one of them is, because they're doing the construction figures. Like the construction company they're doing figures for. Or at least I saw leaks of Anton and Kaleda. Maybe I'm thinking of Rena and Lycan. Hold on though. Billy and Lycan get merch all the time. Same with Wise. And Harumasa. Although Harumasa gets Bangbu. Got a Bangbu. And a cat, and that's it. God, I haven't had caffeine in like 3 days. This blowhole blast is all the sweeter. Really, Miyabi's casual outfit. I feel like Zenless has a problem with, they sell like really Genshin-y outfits, but they make all the best outfits in the illustrations. This was even, let me find the biggest offender, because they sell Ellen Joe's like after school outfit where it's just like the white shirt. in the skirt. However, what is offensive to me is that this outfit is locked to just an illustration. And so is this one. These ones are both locked to illustrations, so you either get her like battle maid outfit from Victoria Housekeeping, or you get just like her in a white shirt. Like a white dress shirt. You don't ever get the one with the little hat. Also, this art style, this whatever artist did this story art was really good. I have hair clips just like that. You're gonna rock the Ellen Joe fit with the back dyed red hair. the innards of your hair dyed red. She also got a different outfit too. Or Ellen gets a lot of outfits just because. Yeah, oh my god, the fucking Coca-Cola promotion. Hold on. People dye their hair in tennis. I think so. The fucking Coca-Cola ad were like in fucking a barrel-chested fucking Superman in this one art alone. Like, these two outfits are relegated to specifically this Coca-Cola ad. But why does Lycan look like that? Why the fuck is his chest so big? He's like a leaner guy. In every other art... In every other, like, interpretation, he's like a leaner guy. Why is he so fucking wide? They sent him to the bench. So broad, I don't know. He's so fucking huge. Also, I just noticed the fucking Ellen's shark belt buckle. He looks like a JoJo's character. He does. His waist is the same size it's supposed to be. But his fucking shark. Like, why the fuck is he built like a character from fucking, like, why is he built like Jonathan Joestar? Like, he's so fucking giant. He uses his legs to attack, does he not? Yeah, he kicks. He kicks. That's why he's a leaner character. Shoulder pads, maybe, I don't know. We get this great... Also, Ellen Joe keeps getting stuck with glasses and like a little, like, beanie bandana thing. He keeps getting stuck with it. Despite that never being a thing she ever wears. Oh, do you know what's a... Speaking of Lycan, though, just because it was here. The gray shirt combo. The brown and gray dress shirt and pants combo that he rocks for his entire backstory. Every time he's shown in his backstory, he's rocking the same fucking... No, monochrome is specifically premium only. Him and Hugo's matching shirt. I'm like, where's that birthday art? Zenless artists cook so much. Hold on. Where's this first birthday art? That's something Hoyo does that I love a lot, is they just do art for characters for random opportunities. Like when it's a character's in-game birthday. Are they lovers? Worse. Like the original Lycan birthday art. Where Corin painted him. Oh no, here's the full thing. Here's the full art. I think Corin was really proud of it. This is the happiest Corin's ever looked. You get a tiny one of these if you buy the Nendroid. You get a tiny painting. Oh, and where's the There's actually a sequel. There's a sequel to this. This artwork is multiple parts. This is the happiest Lycan has ever looked. Where did the perspective on this is killing it. They need to get a raise. There's also this one for Hugo. If you notice what he's got there. If you notice what he's stolen. He stole the fucking Lycan art. I think there is, I don't know if there is one more where he returns. Maybe it's during the game. the New Year's cutscene where they're together. I think the artwork is hanging up in their office again. Which means he returned it. He returned it or they stole it back. Should sell it. I need it. Give it to me. Did Ambi have a weird one? I know all the Cunning Hairs ones always get like stealthy ones. Welcome back. We're just discussing the birth. Hoyo's really good about just getting art for characters, like for characters in-game birthdays. They'll just make art, like this one for Lycan back in I think last year. like this goof ass one for Von Lycan. Yeah, the cutting hairs ones are always like, so, and they all have themes too. Like these ones are always paintings. The cutting hairs ones are always selfies. The tiny like yeah, Corin painted it. Corin painted it. And then you got this asshole. I love the birthday art. Oh my god, the Sokaku one where it's like looks like a child. Or it looks like a child's birthday party. She's got the cake that looks like her. I thought she's laughing or yawning. Definitely laughing. Hold on. This awesome Sokaku one where it's like it's a child's birthday. Also, notice how she's just drawn over a screenshot of The Office. Not a single fork in sight. No, but you do get the nice, you do get more Sokaku illustrations at the bottom. With the 2 birthday hats on the horn. There was a minute where they didn't make a couple of them. Like, they didn't make one for Jufufu. At least I don't think. Like, they just did a render, they didn't do, like, an artwork. You bully me, that's literally who you're bullying, by the way. Oh, you can even see the date. The photo was taken. Yanagi has taken this photo. You also got the Miyabi one. Where she's got her little hat. She's got her teeny tiny little hat. She's all ears, chat. And Yanagi Melon. Yanagi and Harumasa Melon. Just hanging out. This fucking face. You also got the tailless spirit cup. Alright, who the fuck made this? Hold on, wait. Who the fuck made the Galactus render? Oh, okay, there's a signature on it. It's Sokaku Galactus render. The spirit is homophobic. No. And you can't forget the New Year's art too. Where she's going to eat the sparkler. Eat the fire. Burn in the flames. This is the one. This is the one. Oh my god! Chat, look. This might take us all the way to the end because we only got a couple minutes left here. Is she actually a child, or does she just look like a baby? She's actually a child, I think. Yeah, it's unclear. Because she's not. She's part of an extinct species. Because she's literally like she's literally a demon. Or an Oni. Who was adopted by Yanagi. She's Oni royalty who was adopted by Yanagi after the Oni genocide. She's from what I'm reading, she's technically older than Yanagi. But it's relative because she's not even close to the same species. Yeah, she's a child of indeterminate age. Yeah, she's for all intents and purposes, she is a child. Yeah, good. All the birthday art goes so hard. This might just take us to the end. The Caesar King one where she's getting filmed opening up Yaoi or Yuri. The giant iPad goes crazy. Filming on the iPad at the McDonald's goes crazy. Oh yeah, there's also one because the new story arc uses it. The belt. So let's look at the seed birthday art. I will in a second, just because I'm nervous what that might be. What is it? The belt that the new version of Billy Kid has was from his birthday art originally. Yeah, they gave him the Starlight belt for his birthday art. But it just thought it was a nice way to tie it. The Sokaku one could stay on the screen. There is the passed out drunk one for what's her name? The Lucy. Not Lucy. Yes, Lucy? Piper. You're gonna make me sad, Blister. Where'd the motorcycle come from, though? Yeah, it does look like it's just his old motorcycle upgraded. Or his, Hollow Champion one. You're gonna make me sad, Blister. Her giving a flower pot. Her giving a flower to her dead friend. Because she doesn't have a birthday. She celebrates Seed Senior's birthday. Yeah, the second I saw the flower field, I was like, you motherfucker. It looked like evil Magus. Of course, I can't mention passed out drunk Piper in her truck. I love that they didn't in the initial chapters, they didn't lean into the accent as much as they do now. The fact that she's got a heavy southern accent. Because she's ambiguously supposed to be old as fuck. But giving her the accent, I feel like helps. Giving her the accent feels like it helps. I'm gonna adopt all the little blue ones. It only costs $300 cash. This is how they get you. Wait, what the fuck is this artwork from? Hold on, wait, I need to use Google Lens to find this birthday art. Where the fuck is this birthday art from? I can only find it cropped in. Welcome in, Chris Shows. How's your night today been going? Welcome to the end of the stream where we just kind of talk about other artwork. I like our place with your phone. Nice. Lukaku is an handwrite kit. You do get her for free if you do the one of the opening like tutorials. If you do the Hollow Zero tutorial, you get her for free. I can't find the full version. What the fuck is this cropped from? Sokaku with the fucking diet cone. Chat, does this go hard? He's hungry. Feed her. Do not feed her ass. Get Rena the cook for her. She will die, but she is baby. Of course, you got the bear. Can't forget Ben Bigger. And his little birthday crown. And Kaleda being there. Bene Bog. Time for some hard labor. Time for some hard labor. He's also got kind of a little accent. He's got a calculator. Oh, is that what they? Yeah, there's so much personality in all of these. All right, we'll look. Lister, you got any that you want to specifically show off? Because otherwise, we'll just show off the new Pulchral one and then circle and then because the Pulchral one I think is the most recent. Yeah, we're just looking at some birthday art because they go so hard. The Pulchral one. Because this is the most recent one, I think. Can't think of any. Alright, then we'll end on this one. You can tell it was from Bernice. Bernice, look over. I didn't even fucking catch that. She's grabbing her ass while giving her cat food. This is the panda one. I don't know if it's been actually. Yeah, let's see. He might not because that was during the era where they weren't due. Because like Ju Fufu doesn't have one. Neither does he. Yeah, I don't think any of them have a. I don't think any of the Young Hoi Summit people have birthday art. Especially because they're newer. It hasn't even been in like a whole year yet. I think that is going to be it, though. So the fox isn't a fox. Miyabi's a fox. Pulchral's like a weird lynx type. Back to Sokaku eating the sparkler. Actually, you know what? This one's funnier. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Shifu has art, but Jufufu has just a render. They really shafted the fucking section 6. All right, now we'll stop. Okay, one more. One more just because birthday burger. Birthday burger goes hard. Anyway, thank you all for coming. It was lovely to see you. Also, Heike Ambi's outfit might be one of the best in the game. Thank you all for coming. It was lovely to see you all. Including all the new people and all the old people. Because Jesus, Japaneses. We're almost at 490. Burger Ambi's alt account. Vincent, you're killing me. We're just about to end. Thank you for coming, though. We'll be back Friday. And Thursday we'll have something up, because Jesus, Japaneses, what have we done? So without further ado, do not forget to like and or subscribe, as it might not help on the algorithm, but certainly helps out my ego. And for now, I bid thee adieu. Wait, is it officially 490? Did it fucking go up in the last second? Chat, I think the lady on the internet was right.